What's up, YouTube? You are tuning in to Retro Marmot Collectibles. My name is Benjamin. Today, I got my pre-order and I went on a Funko Pop hunt. Let's get into it. Alright, this finally came. I'm so excited for it. I pre-ordered this, I think, about a month ago. So I've been waiting for this to come, and it came like 3 days ago. I've just been waiting to open it for this video. So I am so stoked for this. But first, I went on a Funko Pop hunt this week. I went to my local mall. I went to Target, GameStop. I looked at a ton of pops, and I found some really cool stuff that I am so excited to show you. So let's look at those clips, and then stay tuned to see what my pre-order is. I am so excited for this. Let's go. Alright, starting it off at the GameStop by my house. They had a decent selection. Some new stuff I haven't seen before. Also, I think everything was $10. I don't know, I didn't buy anything, but looks pretty cool. There's a lot of new stuff here. The coolest thing, or the thing that got me the most excited, was probably this skate deck right here, TMNT. Oh my gosh, I just want to get this and hang this on my wall for my background. It's $65 though. Can't get into that right now. Gremlin, super cool. We actually find this in blacklight later on. Regan, those splat marks on that are actually on the window, which I thought was funny. Moving into some Digimon. I don't know much about this, but my wife actually loves this Patamon. I'm thinking about getting it for her. These Haiku. I'll be honest, I don't know a thing about this show, but my sister-in-law loves it, and I think they're kind of cool pops, so figured I'd show those off. Jujutsu Kaisen with Maki, one of the newer ones, really cool character. They also had, you can see here, Megumi there for just a second, as well as Panda, so cool. The flocked version is probably my favorite, but I just am so happy they made that a pop. Mai as well, from Jujutsu Kaisen, great show. I don't know a lot about Inuyasha, but I really want to see the glow on this. I think it's a really cool new pop. April O'Neil, Shazam, Annabelle, one of those horror pops. Something from Ted Lasso as well. Blue Beetle. And yeah, this thing was giving me a workout to even hold that thing up. It was so heavy. On to Target. Here we go. So this was not a great selection, I'll be honest. A couple of things I thought were cool, but nothing has really changed here for a while. You can see here Munchlax. I always got to show off the Pokemon pops. They had these new Spider-Man sort of moment, these deluxe pops, Target exclusives. Thought those are cool, just a little bit too much space for me. There's this Akaza statue, had to show that off, not pop related, but still cool. Captain Carter, not going to pick this up today, but you don't see that soda all the time. Now this thing is too big. My wife already tells me I have too many pops as is, so how am I going to fit that in my house? But it's cool. Box lunch. Nothing too crazy here. They did have, what I thought was cool is this Urkel. I actually looked for the Chase. Someone had already snatched it by this point too, unfortunately. But here we have Isabella, Madrigal, Snail, Lisa. Then they had, I believe it was actually Peter Pan new pops. I saw these all over the mall. But they also had this Wanda Vision, 50s Vision restock. That's a cool pop. Thought about picking that up, but it doesn't really fit in my collection, so left it behind. I think they had a Hostess pop. Well, there's the Peter Pan one I was talking about a minute ago. Here's the Hostess pop. That thing looks delicious. I know it's plastic, so don't judge me. Another Peter Pan. You know, I'm not the biggest Peter Pan fan, but I'm glad we have 12 new ones. Shinki from Boruto. Then I was kind of eyeing this Carnage. That's a cool pop. I'm not sure if it's from the movie or if it's like a comic one. I don't really know. Yeah, Mickey Mouse Disco. I have no comments on that one. GameStop. Here we go. This is the second one in the mall. Now they had some stuff I hadn't seen before. You can see in the top right, there was a lot of Star Wars stuff, which I'll show off in just a second. But first off, what was catching my eye was definitely this Diamond Pikachu, this GameStop exclusive. They had a few of those. I've seen those there before, didn't pick them up, but I thought that was cool they had it today. Never seen this one before, and I don't even know what sticker that is. If someone knows, drop a comment down below. I'd love to learn what that sticker's from. Yeah, a couple of clone troopers here. These are new. Haven't seen these before. The jet trooper, that one right there is actually my favorite. I think that's awesome. This from Obi-Wan Kenobi, I believe. Ned B. Spock. Also Star Wars. Just kidding. That was a joke. Don't get after me for that. I know it's Star Trek. Here we have some more Pokemon. Arcanine. That's really cool. I'm thinking about picking that one up. Great place to kind of get back into Pokemon Pops. I've sold all of mine, so I'm thinking about maybe trying that again. But Piplup, Scorbunny, and yeah, Glaceon. This Go Games is not my favorite, but here they have buy one get one half off, so that's cool. Gang Orca. I figured I'd look around if they're gonna have a deal like that. Why not? This box was pretty messed up. Also, I'm not really a Despicable Me fan, but it was cool to see. So here's a selection. Not gonna lie, this is nothing exciting here, except these black lights right here. Stripe black light, as well as I think it was is it Mojo? What do you call that thing? Is it a Gojo? What is it? Gizmo. There we go. If you're gonna look for those, then might as well get one of them half off. Here's these really cool vintage turtle action figures. I actually had that one growing up as a kid, so I wanted to get it, but I left it behind. Yeah, Shredder and Mikey there. Really cool. So FYE probably had the most luck here. Here's their selection. I really thought, yeah, this Scarlet Witch here, Wanda Maximoff, really cool. I'd love to see what the glow on that looks like. Here's a newer one, Ed Sheeran, Diamond Edition. This is the Magnificent Cocaine Bear. What a great pop. Jimi Hendrix, that's a new one too. I think that's really cool. And then here was my ultimate luck. I turned around, they had a TMNT section, and wow, there is a pop I've been looking for a while. The Last Ronin, so cool. And luckily they had one in good shape, so definitely snatching that up. Also had these mystery mini turtle figures. I'm eventually gonna open those. I have to. I will. Some cool sodas here. That one's a new one, Agent Venom. Some Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as Spider-Man, and this Reptar. I love that. That's such a cool pop, and the chase is just so cool. Here's the Nerd Store. I love this place. This is kind of their grail case. There's a lot of stuff to look at here. Feel free to just go through and kind of pick out what you think looks awesome. The thing that got me the most excited, though, is by far that Scarlet Spider. That's been on my hit list for Pops for a minute now. I will pick that up eventually. Maybe I'll do a trade-in with them. Who knows? I just hope someone else doesn't snatch it up first. And then here's a table they had in the back. A lot of Marvel stuff. Some cool ones. I think this Carnage is cool. If I'm going to decide between this one and the one that I saw at Box Lunch, I'm definitely going with that one right there because that one's just so cool. Blacklight, I think there's a Rick and Morty there. WWE, sorry, don't know much about that, but Bruce Wayne, that's a cool one. And then I loved this Bob in Scrubs from Stranger Things. I actually met Sean Astin, so I feel like at some point I'm going to have to pick that one up just to commemorate that. But yeah, cool. This is the other side of the table here, some Star Wars stuff. And then a lot of pops I honestly don't really know anything about. There's that one from Modern Family. It's a chase. I do like this Pop-Tarts ad icon. That's awesome, along with the Slush Puppy. And some ZZ Tops there. It's flocked. I think his beard is actually fuzzy, which is funny. Some more X-Men here. Magneto, that's a great one. Walking Dead. And Cassie Lang from that Marvel Collector Core. That's a cool one in her suit. Thor there. I think that's a restock from a long time ago. And then that Walmart exclusive Star-Lord, that's awesome. So that's pretty much the hunt right there. Okay, so I walked into FYE looking through their props. They had some pretty cool stuff. Nothing that I thought was too crazy, but when I turned around, I looked at, they had this little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles section where they just had a bunch of TMNT stuff. And they had this. I was really excited. PX Previews exclusive, The Last Ronin. So good. I've read this comic book and I loved it. The character development, the story, The artwork, it's great. I've read a lot of comics, and this is probably my favorite comic that I've ever read. So when I heard that they had announced it earlier this summer, I was like, you know, I gotta have it. I just absolutely have to have it in my collection. And the detail on it is great. They did such a good job. You know, he has all of, I won't spoil anything. There's some important stuff to this story, but he's got all of the turtles' weapons. You know, you see he's got Leo's katana right there, Raph's sai. On his back, he has the bow staff. It's just such a good pop with so much detail to it. I'll try and put up a little bit of a close-up shot of the pop itself so that you can actually get a feel of what it looks like. But my gosh, is this a good pop. I was so excited when I saw it. I think they had 5 of them there, and 3 of the 5 had really dented corners. The thing must have been abused on its way to the store. But luckily they had one that looked really good. So I picked it up immediately. And I'll show one more thing. One more thing about this. This looks really good. The corner here on the side there, I hope you can see that. If not, I'll put in another shot of it somewhere else. But you can see they actually have pictures taken directly from the comic that looks so good. Just such good artwork. I love it. The emotion that's in there. It's a great pop. So that's going in my collection. Never going to leave my collection. I'm so excited for this. I had to pick it up. Had to. Okay, so the next one. Earlier this week, I walked into Box Lunch. And I wasn't filming. I wasn't planning on filming anything because my Box Lunch hasn't been getting a lot of new things in, so I didn't think anything would be interesting in there. But I looked behind the counter and they had a few new pops. I didn't have clearance to buy all 3 of them. And if you're married, you know what I'm talking about. But I picked one out of the 3 that I loved. And that is Genya Shinazugawa from Demon Slayer. This is such a cool pop, such a cool character. I watched the first season and absolutely hated him. Saw the 3rd one and thought he was so cool. So there you have it, Genya Shinazugawa. The other 2 that I actually saw were, let me read these here so I can make sure I got them right. Makamo, the counterpart to Sabito from that first season, as well as they had Yahaba, which is a pop I don't really think anyone was asking for, but considering how many Demon Slayer pops I have, I'm going to buy it. So I just picked the one that I liked the most, and it was the last one they had, and it actually is really good shape. The box looks awesome. Just like I did with the last Ronin, I'm going to put up a shot of a closer-up shot of the actual pop itself. But Genya, he looks so good. I'm actually wondering if they're going to do a version of Genya from this most recent season. I won't give any spoilers, just like with the last Ronin. But if you know, you know. Genya from that last season was awesome. So eventually they have to do a version of him there. This is definitely just him after the final selection, which is definitely cool. But I'm hoping in the future we get a 3rd season Genya. Man, such a cool character. Now on to the main event, the one I am so excited for. I have, like I said, been waiting for this for a month. When I knew they were going to do this pop, I was excited, but I didn't think I was going to pick it up because it's kind of expensive. But something worked out and I was able to pick it up. And my gosh, am I stoked for this thing. So let's get into it. I want to show you immediately what it is. Let me try and get a little bit of a... Oh boy, here we go. So it's a big one. I'll say that. We only have one box in here with multiple pops. That's why the box is big. Here we go. Oh, we got another box. We got a second box. Here you can see we got some packing stuff. You can probably already see what's written on that box. Oh my gosh, Pop Movies. Here we go. Let me get rid of this. The final box. This is where it actually is. Here we go. Oh, it looks like it's protected. You can see, there we go. A 4-pack from Amazon. And here we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem 4-pack with all 4 of the brothers. If you don't know, this is actually the glow version. So all of these are glow in the dark. I'm going to have to show what that glow looks like because all the pictures I've seen online look so good. But man, am I stoked for that. The pre-orders went up. I think I was in like the 2nd wave. I don't know how many waves there were. If you know, correct me here. But I think I was in the 2nd wave to pick this up. I put my order in about a month ago. And I've just been watching to make sure that it was still in good standing and it was on the way. And finally, 3 days ago, here it showed up. So I've been holding off buying these because I knew this was coming. I didn't want to buy the 4 individual ones if I knew I had the glow ones in the 4-pack. My gosh, does it look good. We've got Donnie with all of his detail. He's obviously the nerd of the bunch. We got Leo. We got Mikey with his braces, Raph. And I love, what I think it looks so good about it is that each one of them has, you can almost see the animation style just in the way that they're molded. It looks so good. So there you have it. TMNT 4-pack. All of the Brothers Mutant Mayhem. Like I said, I'm going to throw up a shot of what they look like glow in the dark. But man, I'm loving this thing. So cool. Love it. All right, that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment down below. Let me know what you're hunting right now. And please like and subscribe. My name is Benjamin, and this is Retro Marmot Collectibles. Thanks, guys.